Dressage Superstars. Today I'm going to answer the question, how do you stop bouncing in the saddle? Okay, so lots of riders hate sitting trot and hate cantering and pretty much hate riding in general because they feel they bounce. Now obviously when you're on a horse, there's movement pushing you around and you will bounce unless you counteract that movement with tensing and tightening certain muscles. So if I relax and go, I'm going to sit on the couch, what happens to me? I'm bouncing because I'm thinking, oh, I just want to sit on the couch. I'm using no muscle tension whatsoever. I'm using a bit, otherwise I will fall off. But I'm not using any muscle tension. So your job as a rider is to work out what muscles you need to relax, because you need to relax muscles. Now if I tighten everything, see, I'm bouncing more, and poor Lordie's like, what the hell? But if I tighten every single muscle in my body, he thinks slow down, which is good, but it's too tight and you bounce even more. So if I sit too relaxed, I bounce. If I sit too tight and tense, I bounce. Oh my God, what am I meant to do? Yeah, that in between, that grey area. So you know you need to have, I'll just walk for a sec. Good boy. You know to, I'm sure if you've had any kind of riding lessons, that your stomach should be like a Pilates stomach. So if no one's ever done Pilates before, it's you think about your belly button into your spine. So you pull everything in so it's tight and tense, but not so tight and tense that you're like, oh, I could only hold that for 10 seconds. It needs to be something you can hold for, I mean, if you're going to ride 10 horses a day, you've got to be able to hold it for 10 hours. But it's something that you can engage. So think of, rather than tightening or tensing, like if I'm going to do a arm wrestle, I'm going to contract and tighten those muscles to do an arm wrestle as hard as I can because I want to win the arm wrestle. But that's not something I could do for an hour. So it needs to be a tension that you can hold, a tension that isn't making you sweat, but it's something that you're consciously doing. It's not sitting on the couch, eating Doritos, watching whatever, because there's no stomach tension going on there. Even when you stand, this is why people don't like to stand for long periods, because you can't stand slouched over. You have to hold a certain amount of stomach tension to keep you straight. So it's the same with the horse. And play. So many people when they get on their horse, they don't play. So ride a trot and go, okay, I'm going to pull my stomach in 10%. I'm going to pull my stomach in 20%. I'm going to pull my stomach in 30%, etc., etc., etc. And feel, do you bounce more or less? You saw, when I was too relaxed, I bounced more. When I was too tense, I bounced more. And somewhere in that grey zone was where I stopped bouncing. So play with that. The next thing is, don't ever, 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 ever grip with your knees or grip with your thighs. You saw, that was the more bouncing. When I really tightened my legs out, I popped out of the saddle, which makes sense. If I tighten, I can't sit in the saddle, I pop up, which is definitely going to make me bounce. So I need to open it all up. Think about, you should be able to, on the horse, really open. Lordie does not like filming. He's like, Mummy, you just need to sit still. Not liking this. But yeah, you need to be able to open your hips and be able to move them around so you can really have your legs open. So you'll see in the walk, my knee is not in contact with the horse. It doesn't have to be. That's not what holds me on the horse. My two seat bones are plugged in and my very, very, very high upper groin muscles are tight and holding me in to the saddle, so sucking me into the saddle. But the legs are loose and the legs have to be loose to be able to take, they're my shock absorbers, so they need to take all the movement that's throwing me up and down and being able to absorb that so my actual upper body from my seat up doesn't move. So I trust that helps. Basically, practice, 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 play, play, play. Tighten, loose, play with tightening your toes and loosening your toes, play with tightening your elbows and loosening your elbows, play with your stomach, play with your back. Really try and focus on your upper groin because that's where the magic is, that's where you can pull and hold yourself into the saddle. And I know your seat will immensely improve and you'll stop you bouncing. Enjoy. If you would like some more dressage help, I have a completely free Ultimate Seat package, which is filled with videos, training plans, a 30-day training plan, bonus videos and bonus explanations of what you need to do in your training for the next 30 days. I would love to give that to you for free. Just click on the link below and check that out. And remember, live your dreams.